Hey everybody, Nekura here, and it's finally time to start our beach vacation arc with Dawntrail, the brand new expansion for Final Fantasy XIV Online. We'll be making our way to the brand new continent of Tural, where all kinds of mysterious things are happening, and beasts are waiting for us, and dungeons and raids and everything brand new. We've got a brand new job that we've leveled, ready to go into this new story. Let's get going. Alright, here we are in Old Charlian, where the next main scenario quest picks up a new world to explore. We have spent a little bit of time here in early access leveling one of the brand new jobs, Viper. We've taken it from level 80 to level 90. I've got it geared up, ready to go, and I have all my things set. I've learned my rotation this far. There's still 10 levels to game. Max level is now 100 in this game, and that's gonna get us through this story. Let's get going on the story. A new world to explore. Ojika Tsunjika has a message for you. Let's see what this message is. Welcome back, Nekura. I've just had word from Erenville. It seems he's managed to secure passage to Tural aboard a guild ship vessel. Why don't you wait in the main hall while I go and inform your travel companions? It should only take a moment. Alright, sounds good to me. Hey guys. Ojika gave us the good news. We have made ready to set sail at a moment's notice. The only one yet to arrive is Erenville himself. Speaking of, there he is with Wuklamot, a new friend from Tural. Ah, you're all here. It took some persuasion, but the Gleaner's Guild ship has granted us places aboard a vessel bound for Tural. There'll be other passengers, researchers and artisans and the like, so we'll need to share deck space. That's fine, Erenville. I doubt anyone expected we'd have a ship all to ourselves. Well, I kinda did. That's what it looked like in the trailer. They're not casting off just yet, so if you have any lingering concerns, now is the time to voice them. I wouldn't call it a concern, but everyone's still clear on what it is we'll be doing in Tural, yes? We've not forgotten. The nation of Tuliolal is in the midst of deciding its next ruler. As your chosen allies, we shall assist you during the rite of succession, and support your bid to become Dawn Servant. That's the basic plot of what we're going to do in Tural. In addition to that, Alvino and I have another objective. As part of its reconstruction, Garlemald seeks ways to reconcile and re-engage with its neighbors. By visiting Tural, we hope to learn more about how its myriad cultures interact with one another, how they find common ground, develop stronger ties, the sort of insights that might help our friends in Ilsabard. But we'll pursue this goal in our own time. You can be assured that we'll give the contest all due attention. He's ready to fight. Alice, that's all I ask. Otherwise, you're welcome to do as you like. You wanted to find out about your grandfather, right, Cryle? Yes, as far as we could determine from the old missive I found, he had been tasked with investigating the Golden City by your father, the Dawn Servant. Yet oddly enough, we have no record of that investigation in our archives, and nothing to explain the earring which accompanied the letter. Thus, for reasons both official and personal, I should very much like to get to the bottom of this mystery. I'm sure there'll be a chance to speak with Papa. You can get your answers right from the source. I look forward to meeting him. In any case, you're not the only one with an interest in the City of Gold. The Golden City is a children's bedtime story. I am part of this expedition only because the Third Promise has commanded that I serve as guide. Still play the part of the stoic servant, I see. What of you? Don't you dare tell me you've changed your mind. Nah, baby, we are on a new adventure. Hoist sail and let the wind take us as she pleases. We won't make you Dawn Servant by standing here and talking about it. I go wheresoever adventure is to be found. Hoist sail and let the wind take us as she pleases. Let's go! Well said. We won't get far wallowing in the shallows. Right then. If all are still committed to the journey, then I say we make ready to depart. Let's get going. We don't want to wait any longer. Hey, buddy. Ready to go on a trip? Eager as they are, the others have already left for the harbor. We're not in danger of missing the boarding call, but perhaps we should be on our way as well. Let's go. Main deck, instanced area 2. Cutscene.
Savoring the moment?
Oh, yeah.
I can feel your excitement, your eagerness to explore the unknown.
Well, for once, the fate of the world doesn't rest on our shoulders. We might even get a chance to enjoy ourselves.
Yeah, baby, time for a beach vacation. Let's go.
Do not be so quick to relax. Oh, Tural may seem but a short sail away on a map. The vast seas between brim with peril. The treacherous waters of Shade's Triangle alone have claimed countless vessels.
Okay, let's avoid that then.
Even following the safe route plotted by Admiral Bootheswin herself, this will be no pleasure cruise.
Aw, man. I love cruises.
Perhaps, but my voyage here was uneventful enough. Disappointingly so.
Either way, the two of you have first-hand experience, which will be of great comfort in the days ahead, I'm sure.
Those are the cartoon sound effects. Are you kidding?
Aye, it's nothing new to us.
All aboard! We're casting off!
All aboard, mateys.
It's time. I trust you have everything you need?
Oh, I'm ready. Let's go. We're off. We're off on the new adventure. Let's go. Brand new
And so
world.
does our ship cast off from the docks.
Bye, everybody.
We sail west, as Cattenram did some 80
There's
years past,
Gratian,
bound for the New
Tatarun,
World,
and Dad.
known to her children as the continent of Tural.
Just wait, Papa. When this contest is said and done, it'll be your daughter who sits the throne. Me, Waklamat.
Let's go, baby. New adventure time. All right. Uh-oh. A storm of brewing. Now we're in trouble. And we getting drunk too.
We're in for a proper storm, it seems.
That's what it looks like. There's someone who's gonna get motion sick.
How's your stomach? Any better?
I don't know what you mean. I don't get seasick. I'm just feeling a little nauseous is all.
Just a bit.
Isn't that what seasickness is?
Erenville, you were born in Tural, yes? Do many Vieira live there?
The Shetona, as my people are called, have settlements mainly in the north, in Tural.
And your family?
I know nothing of my father, not even his name. As for my mother...
Oops. Oh, well, we'll talk about that shit later. That doesn't sound good.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. That guy's by.
Come, we should lend what aid we can.
What are we gonna do? We're not sailors. I don't think me fighting a monster is gonna help.
I have not seen the ocean rage with such fury
Rage.
before or since.
Oh shit.
The heaving waves tossed our ship about like a toy, sending sailors tumbling. The dauntless Alizé, quick to the rescue, was almost lost to the sea herself.
Jeez. Turn the power back on. Oh. Shouldn't you all turn this on before?
Meanwhile, our champion rushed to deploy the vessel's magical defenses, and thereby shield us from the lightning.
There we go. Lightning shield on, baby.
What an extraordinary life he must lead to be able to operate such a device with practiced ease.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's me. Bang.
Vuklamat, too, threw herself into the rescue efforts, though one might have mistaken her for another soul in distress.
Everybody okay?
By the time the unruly seas had calmed, our strength was all but spent, and we had yet to even glimpse the shores of Tural. In retrospect, of course, that battle against the storm would prove a fitting prelude to the coming contest for the throne.
Oh, damn. It's nice that you guys have like a bar on the ship, at least. Somewhat of a pleasure cruise. A little bit. At the beginning it was. Last time we were sleeping on a ship, we saw someone. I don't think we're gonna see her this time, but. Lando. Where are my swords? You made it. Aw, shit. Here we go. Seabirds mean there's land nearby.
Morning. Joining us for some fresh air?
Yep, sounds like a great idea after last night.
Seems my belly has settled along with the weather, but I'll feel much better once we're on solid ground.
I'm glad you're feeling better, though.
Can't be much farther now, can it?
I thought we were there already with the bell ringing, but see, that's what see the birds. That means we're there.
Seabirds.
Yeah, see what I say?
Land must be near. You need only hold out a while longer.
I must write this or something.
For a dark moment, I thought the ocean might swallow us. Glad to have my pessimism proven wrong.
In other good news, I examined the sailor who took a fall, and he's faring well. I'm sure he'll make a full recovery.
Thank you, Doctor.
Good news indeed. If all's well, then we needn't delay in launching the landing boat. Ships have to lower anchors some way from shore. Too close, and they risk having their underbellies ripped open by the reefs that crowd Tuliolal's coasts. Come.
Good, let's take the dinghy over. Here we go. Oh, I hear the prelude in the back there, too.
Blue seas, clear skies, and boundless
Yes.
possibilities. I dare say our destination will soon be in sight.
There's the prelude. It's the trailer.
Enjoying yourself for a change?
Man, everybody looks so smooth. Oh, that's so good. Yes, look at me. That's awesome.
friends.
That's going to be such a screenshot.
Behold the scene of our next great adventure.
Yep. Oh shit, turbine's coming off. Yo!
At last, we are come to the land you call the New World. To my home, Tural.
Oh. Here we go. Give me it. There, Dawntrail. All right. I've been waiting so long for this. Here we are in the new map, Tuliolal. Yes. This freaking music. Party in here. Freaking like, wow. Made it. Wow. It's very colorful. Look at this. Yo, that's sick. It's like Aztecs. Or Alligans. Hello. Well.
You are outsiders? Visitors to Tural?
That's us.
We are.
Our nation is soon to hold a right of succession to choose its next Dawn servant. We will not abide interference from foreign agents seeking to foment trouble. What brings you to Tuliolal?
We're on her team.
I can answer that. These fine people are allies in my succession bid.
Third promise. If you vouch for them, then all is well. Of course.
Good, we're in.
Please, accept our apologies.
No need to bow and scrape. That our soldiers are so diligent in their duties fills me with pride.
We'll be continuing our patrol then.
Saxophone, Jesus.
Well, well. You really are a figure of authority here.
Damn straight.
Are you suggesting I don't look the part? Anyway, first things first.
First things first, customs.
I bid you welcome to Tuliolal.
Yay, we made it. Time to go explore the city. Hell yeah. While being on solid ground has improved Woklamat's mood, her stomach appears to be lagging behind. That's not good. Right then, first things first. Still a bit queasy. No more boats for a while. I realize we've just arrived, but we should get you familiar with the city before the rite of succession begins. Shush. No arguments here. I should very much like to explore. Then I'll guide you. Are you sure you're in any condition to do so? Aha, we were wondering who these strange folk were. So, the third promise has found herself some new followers, then. Followers? Woklamat, are you unwell? No, not at all. Couldn't be better. The third promise does not get seasick, no sir. As for my hand-picked entourage here, I've recruited them to help me win the right of succession. I was about to show them around the city, in fact. That sounds lovely. But a group of foreigners is going to attract attention, especially if they're in the company of the third promise. Everyone will be curious. We certainly were. Your siblings have a tendency to command a respectful distance, but you're just so easy to approach. And I enjoy it so much when you do. Please, don't ever worry that you're a bother to me. You're very kind. Good day to you, third promise. Bye. They did have a point. Woklamat is technically royalty here. Like it or not, a person of her station is surrounded by this many outsiders is bound to draw a crowd. Wait, what do you mean technically? I suggest we move in two groups so as to attract less attention. Just technically ignoring me then. Nekura, you and Kryl can come with me. I'll take the twins then. We'll get in touch once we've had a good look around. That voyage was hard on all of us, so take it slow and recuperate. We have time enough for that. Alright, thanks. Enjoy your wanderings. See you later. Bye. This is Bayside Bevy, Tuliola's largest marketplace. Being right on the harbor, everything from fresh fish to imported wares go directly to the shelves. Anything you want, they most likely have. It's good to know. Oh, right, I should mention that here in Tuliyola, we buy things with Pel, a currency that the Pelu created. But don't worry, more and more trade is coming in from Eorzea, so most shops are happy to accept your gil. Good, that's important. What do you think of that, eh? Yes, I just attuned to it. It is very nice. Goodness me, you have Aetherites in Tuliyola? I think I told you before, but my brother Kawana spent 3 years studying in Sharlayan. He fell in love with the nation and its ways, and brought back to us the knowledge of Aetherite construction. Papa warmed to the idea at once, had one built immediately. It's a big gate. Massive, isn't it? And on the other side is an equally massive bridge to match. Both were constructed by a race of giants, the Yakhui. Okay, that's what we'll call them, Yakhui. So, Oktua. Strictly speaking, Tural is actually two separate continents. Tural, the southern lands of the mother, and Tural, the northern lands of the father, which lie beyond the bridge. Legends say it used to be one great landmass, but long, long ago, the two gods fought a gigantic battle. And when one threw the other to the ground, the impact was so devastating as to split the continent in twain. Okay. A familiar sounding tale. I am put in mind of the conflict between Hydaelyn and Zodiar. But getting back to Tural, Those lands are also a part of the Tuliyola nation, correct? That's right. Isn't my father incredible? He united the peoples of 2 continents into a single nation. The many clans of Tural had been at war for generations. It was only when Papa traveled the lands and put a stop to their myriad conflicts that we finally had peace. And that's the main reason I want to win the throne, so I can preserve the peace he built. But I see you're more interested in what's behind the gate than hearing about my aspirations. Well, crossing the bridge to Jacques Tural requires a special travel pass. Unfortunately, they won't issue any new permits until the rite of succession is over. I promise to get you one when I'm Dawn Servant, but until then, you'll just have to wait. That's the higher level zones. I'll hold you to that. I'll make sure you win. Mark my words. I wish we could go there right now. I'll make sure you win. Mark my words. You really mean that? Hey, whoa to anyone who stands between you and your adventure. Damn right. Gotta see what's out there. This is it, the Arch of the Dawn. When the Giants were still here, it was known as the Tural Land Gate, but when Papa founded Tuliyola, everyone began using its present name in honor of his great achievements. Through this gate is Kozamauka, the wetlands south of the city. Depending on what the rite of succession asks us, we might end up going in that direction. Kozamauka. The name alone is intriguing and difficult to say. Speaking of which, what were those fluffy animals we passed earlier? Alpaca. They're so cute. Ah, those are alpacas. Fearsome, four-legged fiends. Fearsome? They seemed quite placid to me. You'll learn soon enough, Kryl. You'll learn soon enough. But forget the alpacas. I have something far more important to show you. Come along. What is special about these pillars, if I may ask? At a glance, they might look like ordinary stone decorations, but if you take a really good look, you'll see there's something much more interesting. Okay, let's take a look then. Following event cannot be skipped. Okay, well, we're not doing anything else, so let's do it. Damn, this must have pissed off the speedrunners. What do you mean you can't skip it? Pictures? Wait, no, these are glyphs. They seem to tell a series of stories, many of them featuring a two-headed Mabolja. Oh, this must be... That's right, it follows the exploits of my father, Gulu Jaja, and his journey to unite our lands. We call it the Tuliyola Saga. The deeds he performed and the bonds he forged, all immortalized in stone. This pillar tells the lay of the Brotherhood. It depicts the scene where Papa granted an audience to the foreign explorer, Ket something. I can never remember the name. You mean Kettenram? Ah, that's the one. Kettenram's arrival in Tural is what prompted Papa to embark on his own journey. It's said the two grew to be close friends, brothers in spirit if not in blood, but no one knows what became of the explorer in later years. Kettenram's disappearance is a mystery in Eorzea as well. The records say he traveled between our lands and yours for a while, but then it's assumed he was lost at sea. Here we have the Lay of the Reeds. This is the story of when Papa visited the Hanu in their village in Kozamauka. Let's see. This one is the Lay of Pots, which depicts moblins of Kozamauka. They might wear odd masks and sound weirdly muffled when they talk, but the gold and silver work they sell is best you'll ever find anywhere. Moblin goods are the standard when it comes to gift giving. This one recounts the lay of her past. As you can probably tell, the figure depicted here is of the Jubral, like me. For decades, the Jubral and the Mamulja were at war for control of the forest of Yaktel. The actions Papa took to end that conflict have since been hailed as the first steps in the founding of Tuliolal. The Lay of Gold, this pillar shows one of the Pelu Pelu, whose homeland is in Urkopacha. Having created our currency, the Pelu are rightfully known as the Merchant Clan. They oversee Tuliolal's markets, and their traveling peddlers are a common sight no matter where you go in Tural. Don't let their size fool you. They might be mistaken as children, but beneath those beaked masks, they are clever and calculating traders. Oh, this one is my favorite, the Lay of Ice. It depicts the battle with the legendary Tural Vidral, Valagarmanda. That's gonna be fun. I should explain. A Tural Vidral is a creature that has lived far beyond its usual lifespan and awakened to preternatural power. Yeah, I fought one already. Tataru described the Far Eastern auspices in a similar fashion. Could this be the same phenomenon? Interesting. What if they're like that? Valagarmanda itself was dubbed the Sky Ruin, a name earned for the destruction and terror it visited upon Tural every time it stirred from its slumber. But 80 years or so ago, its ruinous reign was brought to an end. After a great struggle, Papa and his comrades managed to overcome the raging Vidral and sealed it away in the Urkopacha Mountains. Despite its reputation, however, Valagarmanda is also a symbol of power. That's why you'll see its likeness on Tuliolal's national emblem and adorning the banners at the palace. Cool. Can't wait to fight it. Oh, this one is unmarked. Papa says he left a blank pillar for the next chapter in Tuliolal's store history, whatever that may be. Ah, the layer of proof. That big yellow fellow is of the Yokui, the largest of Tural's peoples. These giants once used their great size and strength to establish a dominion encompassing all of Yaktural. Having brought the southern reaches to heel, they then turned northwards, setting their sights on Jaktural. You'll recall that massive bridge they built beyond the Skygate. Sometime after launching their northern campaign, however, they just gave up. They abandoned the lands they'd conquered and withdrew into the mountains of Urkopacha. I've never seen any of their kind so much as set foot in the city. There was a people with the power and resourcefulness to raise a temple on a mountaintop and build a bridge across the sea with stone. What would move them to renounce their ambitions and their place in Turali history? Glad to hear it. You know, I feel awfully hungry all of a sudden. No surprises there, seeing I couldn't keep anything down for a while. But now I think I'm ready to eat again. Yeah, so let's go and have ourselves a bite of a local delicacy. Come, I'll take you to the best restaurants in the city. I like the sound of that. Me too. Have you ever had tacos? Oh, have I had tacos? I have tacos almost every day. They're a Tuliolal classic. You bake a crunchy shell made from corn flour and fill it with meat and salad. A lot of shops and stalls sell them, but I like how they're made here at... No. Bro, what about my tacos?
Now to find a spot with a pleasant view to enjoy our crunchy spoils.
Okay, good. I thought we skipped the tacos. Oh. No, the tacos. Aww.
Oh.
No. Oi, you owe me some tacos there, buddy.
If it isn't the third promise.
Oh. No.
Uh-oh, it's the bully.
I don't know these ones. New salt. Dredge from foreign waters is my guess, brother.
These two-headed ones are crazy.
Of course, that's it. Uklamat is so afraid of the coming contest
that she went crying for special help.
Was there something you wanted, Bakul Jaja?
The third promise remembers us! Such an honor! Glory on your name, brother. And on yours, brother.
I know my rivals for the throne. Nothing more.
Another child of the Dawn Servant?
No, this brute.
We have no ties to their farce of a family. Unlike the sneevling house cat, we are blessed siblings, the elevated chosen. We alone are fit to succeed Golul Jaja as Dawn Servant.
All peoples are equal in Tulihiola. Your heritage gives you no greater claim to the throne.
Shall we test that idea here and now? See if your strength is equal to ours.
Buddy, you don't know who you're picking a fight with here.
None of this has any bearing on the right of succession, correct? Best not waste your energies on pointless scuffles.
Yeah.
The kitten comes to the house cat's defense.
Pathetic. Since when was our nation overrun by mewling weaklings?
Don't mess with the painter over here.
Listen to me, you.
So, oh, she's like, I got this.
A two-headed Mamulja. I knew of them, but that's the first I've seen in the flesh.
Some get it into their twin heads that they're destined to follow in my father's footsteps. So they travel to distant lands to hone their battlecraft. Those are likely the ones you've heard about.
Are there other two-headed claimants?
No, just Bakul Jaja. Even in Tural, his kind are far from common. The Mamulja people largely belong to one of three clans. The Hubigo, the Bunewa, and the Dopro. Every once in a great while, a two-headed offspring is born from a union between the brown-scaled Hubigo and the blue-scaled Bunewa. The child grows to possess immense strength, both physical and magical.
Cool.
Blessed siblings indeed.
Forget them. Let's go and buy more tacos. I can think of nothing better to rid me of this bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah, and they crushed the other ones we had, so we gotta get more. We didn't need any yet. Oh, crap.
Enjoying
Whoa.
your tour of the city, I trust. We've seen our share of notable sights and took a moment to rest.
Well, give me a moment to eat, please.
As such, we're ready to present ourselves at the palace for the rite of succession. Shall we meet you there?
Okay, at least check into the hotel and shower first. We just got off the boat.
Palace it is. I'll let Wuklamart know. Destiny calls. Perhaps we can return for more tacos later?
I want my tacos.
So it goes.
You made it, good. Then we're all here. I'm still hungry enough to eat a whole roasted colibri, but the contest won't wait for us forever. Shouldn't you be on a full stomach when you do a contest like this? I have acquainted the twins with the city as best I could in a short time. Their unbridled enthusiasm made it rather difficult. Invariably, something would catch their eye, spurring them to run down an alley to investigate. It was like herding a pair of unruly corals. I understand all too well. Charlian had the same effect on me. Right then, now it's time we saw the inside of the palace. Papa will want to know I'm home, and to meet the allies I've chosen. Given how impulsive he is, though, there's no telling what we might be in for. A little fight with Papa? A little sparring? Oh. Oh. I know that guy. Stydian.
Stydian? When did he get here?
More to the point, why is he here?
Oh, you know this man?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we know him.
Whenever my father spots a promising opponent, he invites them to Sun Perch to duel. Pressing duties or no, he can't resist a good fight.
I like him already.
So the one Estinian is crossing blades with.
That's Papa. Sick. It's like, oh, who's that now?
That would do, Spearman. I will receive my darling daughter.
Hey, Stydian, hi.
Know that you are the strongest I fought in many a moon, if not longer. It is the privilege of a life long lived to face such a formidable soul.
You haven't faced me yet, so wait.
If it's formidable you want, then look no further than that man there.
Damn right. Savior of the universe.
I see you, warrior.
And I see you, Your Majesty.
We had no idea you meant to visit Tural.
I've seen what lies east. This time I chose west.
Just goes wherever he wants. He's like, I'm out of
Did
here.
our itinerant dragoon make his travel plans?
You witnessed our bout. If you thought he was fearsome, that was with one head dozing.
I'm not sure I understand.
The old man has been feeling his years. The uncovered side is the head of resolve, and age has only deepened his love for combat. But the head of reason, wiser of the two, sleeps more and more these days. As I understand it, the veil helps with the restoration of his magical energies.
See.
Enough about me, Lamati. I want to hear of your adventures.
Lamachi.
A term of endearment. It's what my family calls me.
Yeah, cute.
When last did we see you in the palace? Greetings, Alanesh.
It's Erenville now, Dawn Servant.
Alanesh. What's that?
I took the name while abroad, and have since grown accustomed to it.
Okay.
Arenville, then.
See.
And these others? I assume are Lamati's recruited allies.
That's me. Nekura Targaryen.
Ha! All tempered steel. Yet as much as I'd enjoy testing their metal, the hour of the right is at hand. I will summon the other claimants at once.
Oh, we're going right into the right of succession. Okay.
Leave you to it.
Oh,
Good
okay.
fortune,
Bye.
my friends.
Good seeing you, buddy. See ya. You owe me tacos, sir. Oh, look, there's green grahatia.
The claimants are assembled. The first promise, Zorolja. The second promise, Ona. The third promise, Uklamat. And lastly, the chosen of Mamuk, Bakul Jaja.
Chosen of Mamuk, not one of the promises, but
You four will compete in the right of succession, the outcome of which will decide who takes my place as Dawn Servant. I am not the man I once was. My wiser half sleeps the days away. And it is time I yield my position. But mine is a torch that has never been passed. Tuliyola is young. And so I look to the always for inspiration. The right of succession. The means by which the autarch of Mamuk was chosen. Only the two-headed were deemed fit for this contest. But the Tuliyola I built is a nation of many peoples. Our leader needn't have two heads, nor be a Mamulja at all. So I gave the right of claimant, not only to the son I sired, but to my adopted children as well. Yet the opportunity to rule was still not equal. That is why a recent tournament offered a place in the contest as the winning prize.
oh, that's how the other guy got in.
Now you have us to compete against. Oh, though it seems the one-head was already too afraid to face us in the tournament.
Our brother was in shock Tural, leading the Landsguard on a campaign to eradicate a Tural Vidral. Anyone with sense would know he was too busy for games.
It's like you're stupid. Shut up.
Now for the part you've been waiting to hear. The nature of the contest itself. To triumph in the right of succession, and thereby claim our nation's throne, you must travel the lands of Tural. and find the City of Gold.
Bruh, what?
If I may, Father.
Speak, Kona.
The Golden City is an ancient Turali legend, but after so many failed attempts to find it, the story has become more fairy tale than fact. If you would charge us with such a quest, are we then to assume you have proof of the city's existence?
I offer us proof, my unbroken word, for I have seen it with my own 4 eyes.
Wow.
The city's real. All those years.
This was before the founding of Tural. I traveled the lands of Tural with my companions, and we ended our journey at the gates to the Golden City. I mean to have you do the same, but in order to achieve victory proper, you need to break the seal I put in place.
Sounds fun.
Bring them.
What's all this now? What is that?
The Tuliyola saga.
Yeah, it's those runes from before.
You will retrace the path I walked to unite our peoples, step by step. Along the way, 7 chosen electors will be waiting to measure your worth. Earn their keystones by performing the feats they ask of you. Once you've fitted each of the 7 tablets with the keystone, you'll have the key to unlock the seal on the Golden City's gates.
So the contest is in stages, none of which can be skipped by rushing to the ultimate objective.
Exactly. Exciting, isn't it?
Going on a journey around to the Pokemon
Martial
gyms.
tournaments, hunting festivals, and now this? You do so love your contests, Papa.
Were I a few years younger, I would have joined in myself, giving you a proper challenge. You may think the ride is tedious or nonsensical, or both, but I am yielding our nation's throne. Let me have this final indulgence.
A waste of time. Just name Bakunja as successor and be done with it.
Yeah, no.
The rite of cessation begins now. I'll be watching you progress with great interest. And Clemens, remember to collect your tablets before you leave.
Good idea. Don't want to forget that thing. Wouldn't it be more efficient to have 1 tablet for each team with 7 spots for keystones? Hi.
You are one of Lamachi's allies. Speak freely.
I am Cryo Baldessian, representative of the students of Baldessian. My name is perhaps familiar to you?
Ah.
It would seem you sent this letter to my order some years ago. The ink has since faded and much of the writing is illegible. Even so, we managed to determine the essence of it. A request to investigate the Golden City, addressed to my grandfather, Galuf. Included with the correspondence was this earring. A fairy tale and a piece of jewelry were enough to convince my grandfather to sail halfway across the world. So there is surely some greater mystery at work here. On behalf of the students, I've come to seek clarification on the matter. Have you any knowledge you might share with me?
No, not at this time.
Oh, okay.
I have tasked the claimants with finding the Golden City. To fulfill your request, would afford one of them an unfair advantage in the right of succession.
Maybe if we talked to you like 5 minutes ago, you would have given us the answers. Oh, Carl's gonna cry. Look at her.
But once the contest is decided, I plan to entrust the entire truth to my successor. If you want to hear it, then you had best help Lamachi win.
Very well, Dawn Servant. On my honor as a student of Baldessian, I will find your Golden City.
Oh, Kryle's committing.
Thank you for hearing my petition.
It's like, okay, so we'll get your answers after you find the city. It's like, and did you want that spar with me, or do you want to wait for later for that?
How about that? She's grown into a remarkable young woman. You should be proud, Galuf.
Oh, wow. Oh boy. Everyone's gathered to, like, see the claimants off.
Too late to change your mind now, I suppose. But are you sure you wish to be part of this?
Yes. Come all this way. It's like, what do you think you're even asking me?
Our third promise is not wont to take no for an answer. Though you may have agreed to help, I worry that you were swept up in her relentless enthusiasm.
Nah, son, we're here already. We're doing this.
Or perhaps you've been lured by the glory of the Golden City. Either way, this contest for the throne will place you and yours at the heart of political turmoil.
Right where I want to be.
If you are second-guessing your decision, tell me now. This may be my last chance to help you withdraw.
No going back. We only go forward.
Life is a series of journeys, my friend. And there's no telling what awaits us on the long road. But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another.
Such wise words. Miss you, buddy. We'll get you over here soon. I want to see where this journey leads. I've made my decision, and I mean to see it through.
So you are committed to your path? I will speak no more of it then.
Good, because we're going.
As for my own involvement, I can no longer conduct myself as a mere guide, I think. Not after the Dawn Servant's revelation.
And here comes the claimants.
Here they come! It's Saralja!
Such a fearsome mien.
Make no mistake, there goes Tuliola's mightiest warrior.
First promise, our village needs aid. The cold weather stunts our crops, and the children of our village go hungry.
Oh, damn, that's not good.
Once you ascend the throne, I beg of you, grant my people new lands, please.
Serelja. Take heart, tiller of the soil.
The Resilient son, blood heir to the Dawn servant, has heard your pleas.
Doesn't mean he's gonna grant your wish, but he's heard it at least.
Soralja, the first promise and commander of the landscape. Serelja, the palaceer. As he was so careful to remind the crowd, Soralja is indeed the natural child of Gurul Jaja.
And Resilient Son, is that another title, like the first promise?
After a fashion. Common knowledge has it that two-headed Mamulja cannot sire children. Yet Soralja was born all the same, with the head of Resolve's features and the head of Reason's scales. An extraordinary example of life's unyielding resilience.
Interesting.
And a warrior's reticence. He says little, but the way he moves... I know a hardened soldier when I see one.
Alcé wants to fight him right now.
He's a natural swordsman, a gift he inherited from his father. Some even say that the son has already surpassed the sire.
Interesting.
Should he come to power, the first promise means to employ that martial prowess in the conquest of foreign lands. For this, he and his supporters have been labeled expansionists.
They're going to invade Eorzea? We could have a problem.
This puts him in direct opposition to Uklamat, who advocates for the preservation of peace. You may recall that she spoke of a claimant who cannot be allowed to rule. That is Soralja, the warmonger.
Oh boy, okay. We don't want that guy getting up there. Tural, you okay?
Well, are you alright?
Looking all constipated.
The echo. It gave me a glimpse into Zoralja's ambitions.
Really? It didn't give me that.
Deep and unknowable, like an abyss. Yet at the same time, a roaring, unquenchable fire. It was a trifle terrifying, to be frank.
How come you got Neko vision and I didn't? I'm standing right next to you.
Second promise, you must bring us more marvelous conveniences. More dirigibles and trains and the like. We need you in charge to make trading easier. The elders, they complain and complain about abandoning tradition. But we're not like them, afraid of everything foreign and new. You have our wholehearted support. With your ingenuity and knowledge, you're sure to win the contest.
Forgive me, but the right of succession is barely begun. I will hear your petitions if and when I am named Dawn Servant. If you will excuse me.
Seems pretty reasonable, but it also looks very sus to me.
Plain spoken, as always. That's Arcona. Practical to a fault.
Here we have Kona, the second promise, who spent time as a pupil at Sharlian's own studium.
Oh.
Now that you mention it, I think I did see him in the halls once or twice. There was nothing to suggest he was Turali, much less from a royal family.
That was by design. He forwent his usual garb and took an Eorzean name to avoid attention.
So it was Kona who introduced the dirigibles. And the railway too, given what we just heard.
in furtherance of his goal, to enrich Tuliolal with every bright notion he learned of in Sharlia. He is the hope of those who prize innovation. As aloof as he may seem, Kona and Wuklamat actually get along rather well. They bicker and banter as only close siblings do.
Okay. Hopefully he can be somewhat of an ally when we beat him in the contest. Oh, so he's not waiting. Okay. You would think that Wuklamat would be next, considering she's third promise, but okay.
How gracious of you all to cheer the lesser claimants. Oh, come now. What are you afraid of? I'm no different from your Dawn servant. That my kind should reign is Mamulja tradition, and has been so since before there was a Tuliyola. I'll brush aside your feeble contenders, and then you'll see who deserves your fealty.
This guy's not good.
Well said, brother.
The Mamulja have finally found peace in Tuliolal. A pity those fanatics are intent on keeping that tradition alive.
The chosen of Mamuk, Bakul Jaja, winner of the recent martial tournament, and the only claimant not of the Dawn's promise. His strength is undeniable, but you see how he is.
He's a jerk.
A few devoted Mamulja are his only supporters.
What would he do with the throne should he win it?
His policies and so forth. I doubt he's thought much beyond winning the contest itself. But one thing seems certain. If he does become Dawn Servant, he will see the Mamulja exalted as the ruling class, and all others forced into subservience.
Yeah, we definitely don't want him getting on the throne.
Sounds like another that cannot be allowed to rule.
Everybody's leaving before Wuklamat comes out? Are you kidding? We got a few supporters at least.
We wish for one thing and one thing only, Third Promise. To abide together in harmony with our neighbors whom we love in this land we share. It is our way, the Turali way.
Galul Jaja built for us this peaceful nation, and we beg you to preserve it.
You have my word. I won't let your pleas go unanswered.
Until Tuliolal was founded some 80 years ago, this continent was ravaged by war. The eldest among us remember that dark era, and they are Wuklamat's most ardent supporters.
Apologies, it's hard to get away. This is Namika, my childhood nursemaid. She's been like a mother to me my whole life. I told her it wasn't necessary, but she insisted on seeing us off.
Thanks, Mama.
I place our precious Third Promise into your care.
Did you know Wuklamat was taking part in the rite of succession?
Of the Dawn's promise? I thought it was only Zoralja and Kona. If she has any accomplishments to her name, I've yet to hear them.
Oh, that's not good. How do we overhear everybody?
Compared to the two Mamulja, she pales in martial prowess. And then there's Kona, who's far and away the most educated of the bunch. I hate to say it, but it's hardly a competition.
Yeah, you know we're right here, right? We can hear you.
It's fine. More than anyone. I understand how much better my brothers are than me.
Better? Wuklamat. I have never thought of you as the lesser sibling. Your brothers may excel in their respective ways, but you boast qualities that both lack. A strength that is yours alone. Having cared for you for so long, I should know.
Thank you, Namika. Well, we ought to be on our way.
Yes, hurry along. I await word of your victory with bated breath.
Well, so much for the brief reunion I had in mind. Papa is not one to waste time when he decides to act. I'm used to it by now, of course, but others are often caught off guard. In any case, we should talk about how we're going to find the City of Gold. All we have to work with are the 7 tablets and their connection to the Tural saga. Might I suggest first comparing the tablets against the pillars? We could check for any discrepancies between them. Good idea, let's go take a look. Everyone has a tablet? Then let's compare them to their respective pillars. Keep an eye out for even the smallest differences. Okay then, let's go examine the tablets again. Unless I'm missing something, the glyphs appear to be identical. The only difference being that the tablets have hollows where the keystones are to be fitted. So now that we've established that the scenes are the same, where do we go from here? The Dawn Servant said that we were to retrace the path he walks in uniting Tural's peoples, and that we would encounter 7 electors along the way. Then we have the answer here in front of us. Papa's path is all laid out in the Tural saga. The events the glyphs portray, do we know the exact locations where they took place? If one is close, we could go there and search for an elector. That would confirm we're on the right track. Let me think. The Lay of Reeds was in the nearby Hanu settlement. Papa took me there once. It was during festival season, and the whole village was alive with good cheer. There's also the Lay of Gold. That one involved the Pelu village, which is about the same distance from here. Before going anywhere, we should ask around about the road ahead. I heard a lot of talk as we toured the city about that storm we passed through at sea. Apparently it ravaged Tural several days ago. Since our roads are not as well paved as Eorzea's, they're more susceptible to damage from natural disasters. If we want to avoid wasting time taking a dead-end trail, I suggest we spend a few moments making inquiries. If it's information we need, just leave it to me. I'll bring the information to us. Okay, see ya. Here they are. And we got some other people with them, too. Oh, good, you're all here. Who might your companions be? Seeing as we needed information, I thought who better to get it from than the locals. These two hail from the villages we're thinking to visit. Hello. I give you credit for taking initiative at least. What do you mean at least? I am honored that the Third Promise would seek my advice. I too am happy to answer your questions. Any encounter might be an opportunity to do business. Thank you both for your help. Before we begin, there will doubtless be other occasions when we need to act independently, so I brought these for the two of you. Have some link shells, guys. Or link pearls. Here you go. What's this? 'Tis called a link pearl, a gemstone harvested from a special shell. When linked together, they can allow people to communicate across great distances. Is that so? What a handy thing to have. It'll be very useful on our travels. Speaking of which, I should get back to introducing my two new friends here. The Tural saga features a number of Tural's clans. Two of those, the Hanu Hanu and the Pelu Pelu, have settlements relatively close to the city, so I brought a representative of each. As I mentioned before, the Hanu are cheerful people who love their festivals. They make their appearance in the Lay of Reeds, and their home village, Akhanu, is located in Kozamauka. The other smaller fellow is one of the Pelu, a clan of business-minded folk from Urkopacha. They appear in the Lay of Gold, and craft all kinds of marvelous goods in Wachunpelo, their village. Now, as for deciding which village to visit first, why don't you put that adventurer's instinct of yours to work for us, Nekura? Pick our destination. Upon completing this quest, the main scenario will branch into two paths, just like it's done since Shadowbringers. We've got two choices here, but this is where I am going to be ending this video. Alright, so we've made our way into Tural and are beginning our new journey to help Wuk Lamat become the next Dawn Servant. We met her father, the current Dawn Servant, Galul Jaja, the two-headed Mamulja, and he's given us the information about the contest to determine who the next ruler will be. We'll be picking this up in the next video. Until then, peace out.